So every month I look at over 200 design portfolios. Some are from our students at Aspira, some are from designers who reach out asking for the feedback. And honestly, I see the same mistakes over and over again. So, and these mistakes, they are costing the people job offers. The frustrating part, they are actually easy to fix. Most designers just don't know they are making them. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 biggest portfolio mistakes I'm seeing that. And more importantly, I will show you exactly how to fix them. So if you are job hunting right now or building your portfolio, this might be one of the most useful videos you watch. Hi, I'm Rambal, founder of Aspira Design School. So I've been doing this for 25 years, designing, hiring, training. So I know what gets you hired and what gets you ignored. So let's get into that. Small quick background about myself. So you know I am not just making this up. I started in design back in 1999. I was working in Dubai, came back to India, lead product for a fintech company where we closed a big deal with the MNC, started my own design agency, and since 2018, I've been running Aspira. So the reason I mention all this, I have been on both sides. So I have hired designers, I have trained over 4,600 of them. So I personally run our 3-day career intensive where I review every single student's portfolio. So when I tell you these mistakes cost jobs, I am speaking from seeing it hundreds of times. All right, let's go through them. Exactly mistake number 1, and this is the biggest one, shows up in probably 70% of the portfolios which I seen. So there is no storytelling. So let me describe a typical bad portfolio. So you open the case study, you see the screens, wireframes, arrows, UX buzzwords, but you don't know what problem were they solving, why did it matter, what changed because of the design, and that is why it fails. Recruiters are not looking for tools. They are trying to understand how you think. No context means no evaluation. So now compare that with a good case study. So clear flow, problem, research insight, key decision, final solution, impact or learning. So this is a framework we teach: problem, insight, decision, outcomes, learning. So one student, he completely rewrote his case study using just this structure. Same project, same UI, interview calls doubled within 2 weeks. Storytelling changes everything. Okay, so mistake number 2 is related but different. Showing too much process, hiding the outcome. So I understand why designers do this. So you worked hard, you want to show everything, personas, journey maps, sticky notes. But here is the reality. Recruiters spend 2 to 3 minutes on a portfolio. If they scroll endlessly before seeing the solution, you lose them. So here is the ratio I would recommend. So 60% you can showcase your outcomes. So 40% or less, you can show the key process. Show only what influenced the decisions. So one student had 25 screens in one case study. So we cut it down to 8. So we are going to showcase the same thinking, clearer story. So he got shortlisted the very next week. So clarity beats the volume. All right. So the number 3. This one frustrates me because it is so common. Generic projects. So everybody have food delivery apps, fitness apps, e-commerce websites. I see the same thing again and again. So this happens because boot camps assign the same projects. Tutorials teach the same problems. And here is the issue. So when you look like everyone else, you become invisible. So how do you fix this? 3 ways. 1. Add a unique angle. So not food delivery. Food delivery for hospital staff on night shift. 2. Solve the real problems around you. Something like apartment systems, college portals, temple donation flows. 3. Redesign broken experiences. So you can easily get it on government websites, internal tools, old dashboards. So one student redesigned a bus ticket booking system his own family used. So that project came up in every interview. So different beats, perfect. Number 4 is actually kind of ironic. Your portfolio has bad UX, which is ironic. You are applying for a UX job with a portfolio that has UX issues. So the common problem which I am seeing is broken navigation, slow loading. It's not a mobile friendly. There is no clear next step. So how to fix this? Keep the simple navigation, 3 clicks max, optimize the images, speed matters. So check mobile properly. So not just resizing it. So make the case studies easy to scan. So here is the mindset shift. So your portfolio is a UX project. So treat it like one. So quick test, send your portfolio to 3 non-design friends. If they are getting confused, recruiters also getting confused. So, and the fifth mistake, so this one is subtle, but it matters a lot. No personality. So most portfolios feels like they belong to no one. But companies are hiring the humans, not the robots. So how do you add the personality? So you need to add your about page should sound like you. So you have to share what you care about. So you have to share your design principles, even failures. So one student loved comics and storytelling, so that she brought that tone into her portfolio. So every interviewer remembered her. So here is the test. If I remove your name, would I still know this is your portfolio? If not, add your personality. Alright, so let's quickly recap the 5 mistakes. Number 1, no storytelling in your case studies. Number 2, too much process, not enough outcome. Number 3, generic projects. Number 4, your portfolio itself has a bad UX. And 5, no personality. So if you are making even 2 of these mistakes, fix them this week. Seriously, yeah, it will make a difference. At Aspira, we do full portfolio reviews in our mentorship program. And in the 3-day career intensive I run personally, we fix exactly these issues with every student. So if you want help with your portfolio, there is an info in the description. So one last thing, if you are still confused about UX portfolios or careers, that is normal, yeah. So there is a lot of noise in the market. So I have created a free WhatsApp community where we talk honestly about UX careers, no spam, no selling. I also run a free webinar where I break all this down clearly. So what hiring managers want. So how portfolios are evaluated, how to position yourself. So links are in the description. No pressure. Use what helps. Look, your portfolio is your biggest tool for getting hired. It's worth spending time to get it right. So fix these 5 mistakes. Immediately stand out from 70% of other designers. Once again, I am Rambal. Thanks for watching. Now go fix that portfolio. I will catch you soon with another interesting topic.